Okay, shalom to you all. I don't know where direction I'm going to go with this thing, but let's see where the Spirit takes me. I'm going to title this video, Hebrew Israelites. The Hebrew Israelites are trending. Or the Hebrew Israelites trending. Or Hebrew Israelites trending. Yeah, I might use that. Hebrew Israelites trending. So this is put up by Ken Ganda. This is O'Shea Duke Jackson. He's living in the land of Ham. And that's the land of Ham, named after one of the sons of Noah, Nawak. Hebrew Israelites are mad at me about this. I'm not mad at you. Cause any publicity is good publicity, even if especially if it's bad.
They feel like I'm being biased, as if I'm trying to paint them as a broad group. And so I want to address.
Well, that's what they do. They'll see one Israelite group say something like IUIC. These guys say you got to keep all the laws. We don't say that, because you're not built to keep all the laws. You keep the law when you come into this thing. When you're rooted, you begin to keep the laws to the best of your ability. Anyway, I'm looking at this here. True Israelites don't ask for money. True Israelites don't belong to any wicked camp. And that's funny. Why you guys ask for money? But they'll, if you get a high priest, I'm the great high priest of Israel, and this, that, and the other, and people follow you, they're going to ask you all kind of questions. What does this mean? Could you break this down to me? Do you know that takes fucking time? You can't work 2 jobs and then be a scholar, I'm just saying that. So this is why churches get money, to keep their thing going. Lawyers charge you top dollar because they put the time in, studying. So, anything to make the Israelites look bad.
Number one, since I've been in Africa.
But this is okay because we're, the Most High is he's separating the chosen, the elect, from just regular Israelites. Okay, you sound disgruntled, my brother. Peace to you. That's why them kids got messed up hairlines. Grandpappy kids. Grandpappy kids. What the hell is this all about? Anyway, yeah, they got a lot of people. It's almost 600 people watching.
I have no issues with any religion. I'm a Baptist. I'm not a religious zealot.
That means you are completely lost. That's slave plantation Christianity. Look it up on chat. The plantation Christianity was created largely. Edomite pastors created it to keep the slaves in line.
I don't give a damn what you do. I don't get caught up in what you believe you are. I don't care about if you're Islamic, Muslim, atheist, because the pro-black community, in theory, encompasses all of that. In our community, we have 5% nation. We have Nation of Islam. We have black Christians. We have black atheists. We have Hebrew Israelites. Okay, we have people who are agnostic. We have spiritualists. So all of those people are in the so-called Pan-African or pro-black community. Okay? With that being said, once you come across my desk, and we're going to be honest, people who are Israelite or Hebrew, whatever.
Now see, any Israelite, they in their mind is ex-gang member, ex-dope user, ex-dope smoker. Now I'm a pastor. Well, I was never a part of these things. Maybe a little kid gang. When we were 10 years old, we had the little bullshit gangs. But I was never a gangbanger. I never did drugs. Never smoked.
Is the name. These are the biggest groups of people that come back to Africa. Okay? So.
And right, IUIC is one of them. You have no business being in Africa. If you're a prophet of the Lord, you're one of the elect. Your focus is here in America. And that being Israelite ain't going nowhere in Africa. You ain't gonna get the success like the numbers like you do in America. So Bishop Nathaniel is going off. We got to go to Africa. Oh, we updated the signs. So everybody in Africa, except for the Nilotic people, is one of the tribes.
In Ghana, it is very Hebrew or Israelite dominated as a religion. In Tanzania, very heavily dominated as a religion. You have some in Uganda. Okay? So when, unfortunately, people who associate themselves with being Hebrew Israelite or the Israelite doctrine, some of y'all live in Kenya. Some of you guys, like Bishop Nathaniel, you've asked to come on to my platform and, preach to people about
what they said Bishop Nathaniel, he has no business being out there in Africa, but let him stay in Africa because he doesn't have the truth anyway. He knows he's an Israelite, but he's teaching people that they're going to burn in hell. That's a Roman Catholic Christian doctrine. There's nowhere in the scriptures where it describes. Oh, I use this example, Deuteronomy 28. If you break the laws, this is what's going to happen. There's a list of things that's going to happen to you. You're going to get blessings. First 14 verses, 15 verses, 68 verses cursing. So why don't they? Why does it mention hell? If you don't keep the laws of the Most High, you're gonna wind up in hell. Hell is not described. The word hell is mentioned in the Old Testament, but it does not describe a place where your spirit goes. And once you die, your spirit winds up in hell and you burn forever. So he's a false prophet, okay? Bishop Nathaniel is a false prophet unless he repents.
The new covenant is and whatever and all that. I don't get into that, but I don't even want that on.
And we're not in a new covenant yet. Nobody's in a new covenant yet. This is something that Bishop showing you that he's a false prophet. Bishop Nathaniel, Captain Tazariak, ISUPK, IUIC. They say we're in the new. I believe they both say that. Yes, no, they do, because they had Captain Tazariak had a debate of sorts between the two pit bulls of Israel. They like to debate because they're young. That was me 35 years ago. I wanted to debate everybody. Anyway, they made their point that we're not in a new covenant, and then Captain Tazariak tried to get in contact with me. I said, one day we'll meet. When we'll meet. When I come and see you. When they when they issued that, when Trump, I believe it's Trump, could be somebody else. He's the one that issues the microchip, and I believe, my personal belief is, not that I have a vision, because see, Tahar he said he had a vision, and then the guy never said I had no vision. I said my personal belief is they should really be pushing that chip. Maybe 6 months into a year, almost a year into 2026, and the year's been going by quick. Wait up for it.
On my channel no more. I don't want no religious doctrines on my channel pushing some kind of agenda, because I just don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Okay? I really don't. It don't matter to me. All right? And I don't think that anybody should use this platform or any other platform to push your religious messages. I feel like people can be whatever the hell they want to be, and that's that.
And I agree with you. If you don't want to be an Israelite, you don't have to.
However, If you come across my desk and a lot of people who are in these, I don't know if it's the so-called Israelite communities, it's so many of your camps, it's hard to understand who is what. And let me tell you this. When people get caught up in scams and people hear the term, the Most High, Shalom, okay, we start seeing names that seem like they're Hebrew, Melchizedek this, Melchizedek that, Esau and Jacob and all of these things. Nobody has time. Listen to me when I tell you this. Nobody got time to go and research each one of y'all camps. Okay? I don't.
And that's beautiful.
People don't. All right? You know, your little Bible studies you guys have online, teachings, different theologies. I know that you guys differ in all of that. So nobody wants to hear or try to figure out who is who. Okay? I don't want to go and figure out which camp is this in Ghana, which camp is this in Tanzania, which camp is this in Kenya. No, nobody cares about none of that. What I hear is shalom, shalom, shalom. What I hear is peace, 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 family, family.
Hey, because that's part of the confusion, man. That the Most High put Bishop Nathaniel over there, and it's going to backfire on his ass. It said, but the reason why you can't get it, Mr. Jackson, sorry, Mr. Jackson, but if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. He's lost. That's why he's still a Baptist. In whom I didn't want to be a Baptist when I was a kid. I said, I don't want to be no motherfucking Baptist. In whom the God of this world, lowercase g, O-O-D, of this world, we're going to pull some words out. We may even go to the chat, have blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of the Messiah, Hamshayak, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them. So he said, this is all these different camps that have there's a reason why they're set up. That's to confuse you. For we preach not ourselves. Anyway, let's pull out some words. In whom, okay, but if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. Let's look up the word gospel. Euangelion, I believe the word is. Euangelion. Let's hear it.
Strong's G 2098. Euangelion. Euangelion.
Let's see what it means. What the hell just happened? Why did it do that? Let me bring this back. I'm sorry. Euangelion. Okay, there we go. Euangelion. A reward for good tidings. Good tidings, meaning good news. Means good news. What is the good news? The truth, the whole truth. Let's pull out some more words. The gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world. Let's go here. Let's go to the God of this world. The God of this world is this elite of Europeans. God, Theos. Theos. Give me a second here. A god or goddess, general name for deities or divinities, the Godhead, Trinity, God the Father, the first person, God, second person, Holy Spirit, the third person, spoken of only in God. God is a God representative or vice regent of magistrates and judges. So when you get a parking ticket, you go through a red light, you go before a judge. That's how you use the term God. So the God of this world is what? The man or the race that's over you. The God of this world, look up the word world. God of this world. Eon. What world were we living in? The Roman world. Eon means it means a certain segment of time. Should tell you that here. Forever, not forever, an unbroken age, perpetuity of time, eternity, the world's universe, period of time, age. That's what it means. That's what it means. Period of time, age. Did not the Romans? Did not the Babylonians have in their height, their reign or their period of time or their eon was for 70 years, and that was cut short, if I'm not mistaken. That was cut short. Okay, we don't need that. Okay, so the God, this man, world, and his time, that was the Romans back then. This is Paul speaking. This is the he's talking about the Roman world, and we're in the Roman world today. We're in the second leg of the Roman world, and I can very easily prove that. This is even kingdoms are reincarnated. Have blinded the minds of them, the Israelites, which believe not. You don't believe anyway, lest the light of the glorious gospel of the Messiah, the image of the Most High, should shine unto them. Shine. Some Edomites in slavery used to call us shines and snowballs. That's an older Jake with afro that turned white. They call them snowballs. That was featured in the movie Full Metal Jacket with Gunnery Sergeant Hardman. He called one of the guys Snowball, and the guy had a bald head. Why are you gonna call him Snowball? It says to beam upon, erudite, to be bright, to shine forth. In other words, you woke up to the truth. When you look for the truth, there's like a flashlight. Your eyes have eye salve. I believe that's in Revelation 3, if I'm not mistaken, 19. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. 18 verse. Thought it was 19. I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire. You're that gold being tried in the fire, that thou mayest be rich in knowledge, and white remnant, that thou mayest be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear, because you're clothed with what? With white, which represents the righteousness of the saints. And anoint thine eyes with eye salve, that thou mayest see. See what? The truth. Mr. Jackson doesn't have the eye salve. Let's open it. Let's go to the word eye salve. Okay, let's listen to it.
Strong's G 2854. Kalurian. Kalurian. Thayer's Lexicon, related entry. Kalurian. Kalurian.
A preparation composed of various materials such and used as a remedy for tender eyelids. So if you can't see the truth, you had tender eyelids, spiritual eyes. So the salve is the scriptures. It's not just having the scriptures, because you can open up the book and still be confused. Or you can watch this Israelite group and that Israelite group, and this one says this one, GMS says great. They say the MOTB is a microchip. On the other hand, IUIC and IUBK said no, that's sin in all of its forms. That's an embargo. So it's confusing to me. Yeah, it's confusing to you because you don't have the eye salve. I believe this is only mentioned one time in the scriptures, right? One time, eye salve. So let's come on back.
Family. What I hear is the Most High, the Most High, the Most High. Okay? So once I hear that shit, automatically what happens is Hebrew Israelite. Okay? That is Hebrew. For me, it's Hebrew. It's what I can identify it with. And I'm a classify you as those niggas over there.
Those niggas over there. Well, yeah, well, that's good because we would classify that back in the past. Acts 13, niggas. Let's go to that. Yeah, we are those niggas over there. Let me see here. Acts 13. I hadn't gone to this in so long. Let me see here. Bear with me for a minute. And okay, here we go. The first verse. Ain't that a B? Now there were in the church that was at Antioch, which is outside of Palestine, certain prophets and teachers as Barnabas and Simeon that were called Niger, and Lucius and Cyrene and Manian, which had been brought up with Herod the Tetrarch and Saul. So let's look up the word Niger or nigger. It says there were certain men as Barnabas. At Antioch certain prophets and teachers as Barnabas and Simeon that was called Niger. So they called Barnabas and Simeon Niger. Which is a derogatory term. Christian was a derogatory term. Now it's an accepted term. But Christianity, true Christianity, was a derogatory term. You was a Christian, they might as well call you a Niger. A nigga. Let's look this up. Let's listen to how he says it.
Strong's G 3526. Niger. Niger.
Niger. Niger. Nigger. Nigger. Black. Surname of the prophet Simon. So that was a given name to him. That was his name that he was born with. So they called him niggas. There was also called Christians. With, like I said, You call somebody an Edomite, so-called white man calls a black man a nigger, that's fighting words. But he'll call you a Christian, you don't want to fight with him. The word Christian is a derogatory term too back then. Ask Claudius and ask Nero and Vespasian, Titus, and Domitian. Ask them. So anyway, let's come on back.
Okay? That's how we're going to identify you. So if somebody comes from your camp, whether they are legit or not, and they are scamming, you're going to take the blame for it. By default. If you don't like it, that's tough. But that's what happens when you identify yourself with a religious group or ideology.
They are on the streets all the time where I am crazy as AF, screaming at people, did you know Jesus was black? Well, they're telling you the truth. If we didn't tell you that, you would still... Look, this is why in the continent of Africa, 54 countries in Africa, nations, the two dominant religions represent more than 90% of the so-called African population. That's Christianity and Islam. Why you think that is? Because they shove it down your throat until you accepted it. How the hell you gonna have half of Africa Islamic and the other half Christians, and those are religions outside of you know what, I can go into a lot of things. Let me see. Let me do this. Let's have some fun with this. So people are getting mad because we're telling you, showing you, it might become your enemies before I tell you the truth. Galatians 4 and 16. How did Christianity come to Africa? Christianity came to Africa through three main phases: the early spread in the 1st to 4th centuries CE, current era, via Roman and Red Sea trade routes. So they're doing business and they were pushing that Christianity. The continuation of ancient traditions in North and Eastern Africa after the rise of Islam. Why did you accept Islam? Because the Islamic, the so-called Arab world conquered you and said, okay, now this is your new religion. You're not going to pray to your black African gods no more. And the 5th to 19th century arrival of European missionaries alongside colonization. So there was missionaries alongside colonization. Let me read that again. And the 15th to 19th century, this is with your Renaissance period, your 1400s all the way up into the 1800s century, arrival of European missionaries alongside colonization. What is a missionary? Someone that brings the gospel. But that's the white man, the white Jesus and so forth, right? Alongside colonization. Let's look up the word colonization. So they brought you Jesus and they colonized you. And the white man don't got to keep reinforcing you doing good by yourself. Keep that Christianity going. Africans are fucked up in the head. So let's read colonization. Colonization refers to the act of setting and establishing control over another country or territory, often for economic gain and political power, and can also describe the process of organisms establish themselves in a new era. So colonization is a nice way of saying slavery. Right? Let me do this. Is the word colonization and slavery synonymous? Don't want to give me it. The action and process of setting along to establish control over the indigenous people of an area. I mean, so they just told you what it is. It's slavery. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Slavery. No, colonization is not synonymous with slavery, but they are deeply related. Colonization is political and economic control of a territory by another, which that's slavery, which frequently use slavery as a tool. Oh, come on now. It's not slavery, but it uses slavery as a tool. It's slavery is part of colonization. The meaning of the word. Colonization in plain English. In plain English, colonization is when one country takes over another territory. That's slavery, often a distant one, and forces its control over the local people. That's slavery. And resources, takes their resources, right? The colonizing power establishes a settlement or colony and governs the area, controls area for its own benefit, not for yours. They're not there to help you. That's why they send the missionaries first, then they send the colonizers. So Esau's plantation Christianity is really slavery. And you know, so-called Africans got so-called independence. You got black presidents, and you still motherfucking. You feel you're still is either Islamic or Christian. How stupid is that? But then you got this bonehead Nate going over there trying to wake. Ain't nothing panning out in Africa, bro. Just come on back.
Okay? It's the same thing that black Americans do in Kenya. Unfortunately, when somebody makes a mistake, okay, nobody has the time to say, well, not all black Americans are like that. That's not what's going to happen. Somebody's going to identify all of y'all. Okay? And one of the reasons why that is the issue is because of your disorganization. Because you guys have so many different camps and you can't get along, and you have so much division in your camps. In Tanzania, you have so many breaking off doctrines. You guys split up in so many different camps that don't agree with each other. Then it's not my fault that your doctrines can't come together so y'all can be one and united. You don't have no authority in your camps. Okay? And if all of you Israelites are not in camps, it doesn't matter, because those who are operating, selling, and scamming.
Okay, let me look at this here. I'm trying to watch these videos, okay? Dabu, another mass shooting. Wow, we need something. We need some technology to stop this. Oh, Palantir, how about that? Anyway, Dabu 77 uploaded mass shooting on St. Helen Island. Shooter on the run. Like the song Man on the Run. 4 people killed and 20 others injured. I believe a shooting, when somebody shoots another thing, that's one thing. That's a shooting, right? I believe it's either 3 or 4. If 4 people get shot, that's a mass shooting. If there's only one person, you can't call a mass shooting. You know, people don't know that. Anyway, it says, so this is GMS Babylon is fallen. Shalom to you, elder. Esau on a rampage and pulls out Gat on Israelite bro. I'm pretty sure he's watching the video that I did last night. And I was concerned whether it was a brother that from Canada, but it wasn't him. Anyway, let's go ahead and
we're going to put you in the camps. So if you're not in camps, it's not going to matter because you're going to get put in those camps. So because I don't see evidence, and these are people in the Israelite community coming to me, I'm a Baptist. I don't really like, when I say this, I mean it sincerely. I have no intention on meeting none of y'all. Let me just say this. I don't care what religion you are. I don't want to meet you if you're Baptist. I don't want to meet you if you're Muslim. I don't want to meet you if you're 5%. I don't have no intention on meeting none of you. I swear to God and 30 white folks, I'm not here to meet you. I don't want to talk to you about Jehovah. I don't want to talk to you about Yahweh, what God's name is spelled like, why Jesus is not God. I don't want to hear none of that shit.
Well, that's good. That makes life easier for us, because it's not going to go nowhere. So that's good. Keep walking. Hey, I wish Vocab would take that advice.
I'm not here to have no religious debates with none of y'all. I am here ultimately as a conduit to make sure that people are treated fairly in the pro-black world, in the Pan-African world. I love all of y'all from a big ass distance. I'm not here on a theology mission or on a biblical mission, a biblical safari. That's not my goal here. I didn't come to Africa to argue scripture or to argue theological denominations. Who is what and who is who? What tribe is this? What tribe I'm in? What tribe you in? For me, I don't care about that. I don't care what tribe you're from. If you in Benjamin, if you in Judah, I don't care what David had the slingshot. I don't care none about Noah's Ark, how many animals was on Ark, if it was elephants, if it was zebras, how many zebra kicks it was, what do zebra meat taste like on the damn boat, how many fish can you eat, if it's unhealthy, unclean. I don't give a fuck. Honestly. It don't matter to me. I don't care who got off the cross and did a backflip on the cross and they came back with a crown of thorn made of golds in your religion, and what's a false and what is this? Who is the real Beelzebub? I don't care about none. That's insignificant to me. Based on what I believe, you believe whatever you want. Once it come across my desk that somebody that's so-called Israelite, Hebrew Israelite, has scammed somebody in a camp, the video comes out and says Hebrew Israelites are scamming. Especially when it comes from so-called Israelites complaining about the scams themselves, which means if you are the real Jews, as you say, why don't y'all call out the buffoonery? I haven't seen much evidence. I'm a backsliding Baptist. That's the kind of Baptist I am. You got to keep praying for me. God ain't through with me yet. I didn't say I was perfect. At least
If he's a Baptist, he believes that the Messiah is the so-called white man, and so is the Heavenly Father and the angels. You know, he's a product of plantation Christianity. But they slick. The Baptists are slick with it. They'll say, oh, we don't know what color he is. Well, wait a minute. In slavery, you knew what color he was. Now you don't know what color. You know, when you pray, when your life is about to end, you pray, oh, Jesus. You picturing a white guy looking like Charles Manson.
I'm not scamming. I know one Bible verse. Let he who has not sinned cast the first stone. Whatever that is. It's somewhere between Genesis and Revelations. There you go. Look it up. Go to ChatGPT and find it out. Okay? So once that comes across my desk and somebody in your community sends me a message, Shalom, O'Shea. I am an elderly lady. I was scammed by these guys who I was in their religion, and they gave me the Most High, this and that. I'm going to automatically look at this lady as a victim.
Okay, well, GMS doesn't have old ladies in their camp. Now you got women that'll follow us on the web. They ask, you can ask questions, serious questions, not talking crap on the web, on the chat, and that's it. So a scam is when I say, oh, if you join our organization, you get guaranteed. You stay in the organization, you pay X amount of dollars. For 6 months, you'll get 3 wives, beautiful wives that we'll pick for you. You love these, and then you don't get nothing. Oh, you get 3 old women. That's strange, but that's a scam right there. They promise you this, you get this, that, and this and this if you pay that. And that's what Brother Polite was doing. He's scamming people.
I'm going to look at this lady as a victim. And when I look at this lady as a victim, I'm going to look at it as you guys who are so-called in that community didn't do nothing about it. You didn't shalom it up. You didn't peace family it up. You didn't the Most High it up. You didn't do none of that stuff. You didn't take care of your people. Because if you're going to use the excuse, well, that ain't in my camp. Then okay, good. So now it's on my desk now. Since you can't handle it and you don't want to handle it, and the lady comes to me, I'm going to put it out there to say, beware of any Israelites selling land on YouTube. That's how I'm going to cover it. I don't care if it's a lineage. I don't care what it is. Again, I don't get all.
Oh yeah, the new thing now, and I believe they want to go to Africa. I believe because they see it now. Bishop Nathaniel, they see it now. That the MOTB is most likely, they call themselves breaking it down the right way, sending all of his forms, but they know that it's a chip. They just don't want to say it. You can feel the spirit. Deacon Malachi almost wanted to say it, that there's a chip, but they come short of saying a chip. Equating the MOTB with the digital ID out of Great Britain, the Prime Minister of Great Britain, Strama, however you say his name. So his thing is, we got to have our own land and have farms and stuff. That way we don't be under the marketing beast. Esau's gonna run the whole goddamn world. When you go to Revelation 3 verse 12. It said the whole world is gonna be tested. That word there is in the Hebrew. I mean in the Greek. Well, in the Hebrew is Iwalam, but in the Greek, Revelation 3 verse 10, the word for world is oikomeni, which is the whole planet Earth. They're gonna chip the whole planet Earth. Every man, woman, and child on the whole planet Earth, except for a handful. We're one of the few that's not gonna get it. We may get put to death. That's okay.
All of y'all are different.
We died before.
As far as y'all philosophies. And I do not give a damn about y'all's philosophies. I really don't. I don't have time. Y'all are so intricate because y'all can't get along. Y'all all teach different stuff. And listen.
Yeah, because you got a lot of false prophets, as Matthew 24. In the last days, they should come to you false messiahs and false prophets, which would deceive many. That's what it's talking about. That's the stumbling block. The Most High said, if there be a stumbling block put before you, I, the Lord, put that stumbling block. I, the Lord, have deceived that prophet. I put that stumbling block before you.
I already went to medical school. I don't have time to come and figure out all of y'all little nuances. And nobody else do either. Okay? I'm Baptist. It's easy to understand what Baptist is. I'm National Black Baptist. The same thing National Baptist.
It's very easy to be a Baptist.
Martin Luther King was. We've been there, National Baptist for years. It's easy to understand our shit. Go to any church that goes Mount something, Saint something, Shiloh Baptist, Second Baptist, Third Baptist. It's easy. We got a Hammond 3 organ. We wear choir robes, and our preachers preach like this.
Hold up, let me just say this. Yeah, it is easy.
Hey, yeah. That's not as easy, right?
In other words, you act at Baptist church, you don't learn nothing, you don't read the scriptures, the pastors quote the scriptures, and don't break them down. When David picked up that rock and he saw Goliath, that Philistine, and he said, "You come in the name of your God, and I come in the name of my Lord." And he hurled that sling, and he hit. And if you notice, if you read, the scientists have said this. Scholars, biblical scholars, they said giants have poor peripheral vision. They can't see it coming. So David, the Most High put the Spirit on David. He came from the side, and the rock sunk in his head. Praise Jesus. Okay, let's have a praise break. That's why he said being a Baptist is easy, because all you got to do is sit down. The pastor talks shit. He quotes scriptures out of context, and then you have praise breaks. And in between that, the pastor's popping half of the fucking women, the young women. There's all kind of child molestation. And you don't want to say something. That's your uncle. You know that uncle that like his little niece or whatever. Or whatever the case may be, or your daughter, and you the uncle, we can't, not invite him to the cookout, but watch that nigga. We know that's what y'all do. Every nation does that shit,
right? We Southern National, very similar. It's easy to understand that,
right? All you got to do is go to church, sit down, pastor talk some shit, quote some scriptures out of context, have a praise break, talk more shit, go home. Give me a second here. 29, Isaiah 29, if I'm not mistaken. It's either Isaiah 29 or Isaiah 30. I'm sorry. Lips. I should have said lips do honor me. Lips do honor me. Okay, this shouldn't be too hard to find. Bear with me for a minute, y'all. I said it was either 28 or 29. Wow, it's not. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not even Isaiah. I'm sorry. Right, 29. Anyway, it says here, Isaiah 28:11, for with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to this people. The predominant language that Israelites speak is the English language, right? So most of the majority of the camps speaking English. If they go to another country, got interpreters, right? Isaiah 29 verse 13, wherefore Yahweh said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth, King David picked up that rock, and in the name of Jesus, well, Jesus, he didn't know Jesus at that time. Hallelujah. And with their lips do honor me. Churches, they quote scriptures but don't understand the scriptures, but have removed their heart, their mind, they don't think. Far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the what? By the precept of men. By the precept of men. I'll look up the word precept. me for a minute. Precept of men. The word there is matazawa, mitzvah, mitzvah.
Strong's H 4687. Mitzvah.
Right,
Mitzvah.
that's where you get bar mitzvah. Bar is what is it? Aramaic, Assyric for son of. It's supposed to be bun matazawa, on son of the covenant. When you hit 12 years old, when you reach puberty, you son under the covenant. Commandment. My commandments or laws are taught by the laws of men. Like Nate. Nate said, "Oh, you can only have one wife. See, you really committing sin, and the Most High never." That's a commandment of men. The fear towards the Most High is taught by the commandment of men. That's what Nate. That's why when Nate said, "Oh, you're gonna burn in hell, even if you're an Israelite," he didn't teach. If you go back 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, he wasn't teaching that. He would say that's a Roman Catholic doctrine. So he's waxing worse and worse.
You Negroes got 45 camps with 5 members each in it. Some of y'all are independent Israelites. Some of y'all have the little Power Ranger uniforms out there preaching. Some of y'all don't. Some of y'all got online Bible studies. Some of y'all don't show y'all face. Don't nobody got time for all this bullshit for real. We don't have time for this. Get your stuff together.
Get your stuff together.
You have 1,400 denominations with 5 members each. Nobody got time for y'all miscommunication. None of that. It's not my fault. Okay? And I'm a backslider. So I don't have time for you so-called bishops, you so-called high priests, all of that. Look, I'm not dealing with none of that. I'm dealing with if you're using religiosity or religion to scam people in a cultish-like ways. Once you do that and it comes across my desk, I'm on your ass. Point blank, period. I don't care if you don't like it, if your mama don't like it, if your cousin don't like it. It don't matter to me. I know how to word. I just made it up. Religiosity. You see that? You see how I made up that? That's how y'all made up some of y'all sects. Y'all camps. Some of them is made up. Because y'all got some outrageous theologies, which I don't want to get into. So here's what you can do to stop me from, as you say,
this is fair use.
Called bullying Hebrew Israelites. You can, number one, get your shit together. Nobody is stopping you from that. You have all times in the day. You got time for religious debates. You got time for Bible studies. You got time to organize y'all shit and get it together. Maybe y'all not praying hard enough, because why do you have 14,000 camps? Obviously, that's God and the God of confusion. So some of y'all not praying hard enough, because y'all definitely not on the same page. Number two, when you see scammers on the internet claiming Hebrew Israelite, then why are you not making an effort to say that they are not the truth? I don't see that from y'all. I don't see it from y'all. When I see T3 and Flea shaloming in the Most High ended up, I don't see no evidence of you other brothers and sisters that are saying that they are fake, that y'all got videos out against them. You don't. You don't. So I would assume that you were okay with those ladies being taken advantage of, and you don't want to do nothing about it. I'm assuming that you're okay with it. So since you don't want to do what you're supposed to do and clean up y'all's community, then what happens is I'm going to say this person is in the Hebrew Israelite community. That's what I'm going to say. Until you handle those people who are in those communities that are peace, and family-ing it up, shaloming it up, the Most High cripping it up. Until you go out there and handle it, then once it comes across my desk, that's all I can say, because I don't understand y'all camps. I don't want to understand y'all camps. I don't have time to talk to you to understand your camps. Because for me, I think it don't make sense. Why y'all in Africa with 14,000 camps? I don't give a fuck.
So he's not one of the elect, obviously.
I really don't. And no disrespect to you guys. Listen, I don't hate y'all. I love you like you're my people. I do love you. But since you're not
I love you like cooked food.
handling your business with protecting seniors and women, now I gotta come out here and say something about it. I don't know who Beelzebub is. I don't know who Beelzebub was. I don't know none of that. What I do know is somebody email me on your behalf. Thank you for the money. And listen, I'm a backsliding Baptist. You already know where this money's going to. It's going to Trickett. Pray for me. I need help. Pray my strength in the Lord. Okay? I'm backsliding, even on Sunday. Okay? Yeah, and then some of y'all, they say some of y'all are ex-cons and all this. I'm not even going to deal with that because I can't prove that. What I can prove is y'all are disorganized. And disorganization leads to anybody coming into y'all and claiming y'all set. So if you can't organize and stop it, when it come across my desk, only thing I know is Hebrew Israelites. I'll be in Uganda in January. I don't know why you telling me. Patrick and Deagle, you are the devil. Well, you're not going to be in Uganda to do nothing with me. That's for sure. Because all you got to do, sir, you right there, email me your first and last name, if that's your real name, okay? If you're real tough, and I'll pick you up from the airport. Don't worry about it. When you first get here, you let me know when you're coming. We see how much of a devil I am. You let me know. Don't even worry about it. I got you. Email me at tmkinggun@gmail.com. We're gonna see how that's gonna work out. Don't even worry about it. I'll make sure you get a lot taken care of. So that's what I'm saying. You disrespected all the Africans. Hold on, let me help you out, sir. I don't have time for y'all fake ass threats. Africa's gonna be out here. What are you gonna do? Hit me? He gonna try to hit me. He gonna try to hit me with an African shield and hit himself. Okay. So again, fam, how do y'all say it in the pro-black community? Peace, peace, family, family. Okay. Let me explain it in the ways y'all do. I'm not against y'all's religion. I'm not. I'm against y'all scammers. I'm not saying that all of y'all are scammers. I'm not saying that. I am smart enough to know that Baptists are scammers too. We have them in our community. And I know that people in the Hebrew Israelites are not all bad people. I know that. You are black Americans. We're great people. We have our scammers. I'm not here to...
He doesn't understand prophecy. He doesn't understand prophecy. And when you go in the scriptures and make it make sense to him, they don't want to see it. If Esau can't be in the kingdom, they don't want to be in the kingdom. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, let's go right here. Bear with me for a minute, y'all. Okay, let's listen to this.
Shalom. So I'll do another quick video on this incident that took place yesterday. The brother was out there. This brother was out there teaching somewhere in the US. I'm not sure where he's based, basically, and that. He was out there teaching on his own yesterday, basically, and a major incident took place between this brother and what conceived to be an Edomite that approached him. On all appearances, looked like an Edomite. We know he could be of another nation. We don't particularly know, but his whole spirit, he came in the spirit of an absolute Edomite that approached this brother on the camp yesterday. So he was out by himself teaching and preaching, off the highway there, it looks like it was a park somewhere, as such, on his own. And I know this brother here, he does give double honors to GMS, Great Millstone, and to the apostles. So he obviously sees himself as an affiliate camp of Great Millstone. He's not a member of Great Millstone, GMS, but he obviously does see himself as an affiliate of Great Millstone because he does give honors and double honors and praises to the apostles of Great Millstone. Anyway, so this is why we got to really be careful while we're out there on highways and hedges, on who we're dealing with, who we're talking with, and that we have someone with us. And if you're not with someone, that you're in a place where there's traffic, people passing by every second, every 2 seconds. There's people walking past up and down the street. You don't really want to be off-road like this by yourself in a park where these type of incidents can take place, basically.
Unless you have a certain amount of guys. You have 4, 6 guys, 7 guys, whatever. You got guys watching spirits.
As such. So, but I'm going to play the video because this is the actual video itself. The brother out there. That's his channel, Voice of Jacob Serving Yahushai, as such. So without further ado, let me just play this and take it from there.
So you people have the audacity to celebrate Thanksgiving, but it's really thanks stealing. You're thankful for stealing this land. What do you want, man? I can see your spirit already. What do you want?
Stealing what?
What do you want, man? What's your question? What's your question?
Stealing what?
What's your question?
Stealing what?
Stealing this land.
Explain to me, brother.
Okay, Job 9:24, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. So wicked people came onto this place, which is you devils, you red people, you Edomites, which goes into the Bible, and you stole this land from our brothers, the Native Americans. If you can see on this sign, they go back to the tribes of Israel, which you're not looking. So I know you don't give a shit. So you're going into slavery because of that, and you're going to receive a terrible comeuppance. All right? That's what's going to happen to you.
I am?
I don't care. Get out of here, man.
You don't care?
No, I don't care. Get out of here.
I'm from the turtle train.
All right, whatever.
What are you here for 90 meters?
Let me get a precept. This is about the Bible here. If you don't have any questions regarding the Bible, get down the street.
What the fuck Bible, man? I'm from the turtle
This is
train.
Job 9:24. Job
9:24 what? You know who the fuck you're talking to? That's my turtle train.
You can see that Edomite pulls out a gap on the brother there. He's got it in his hand. He's pulled out a gap on him there while he's out there teaching. And these are the dangers of being out there, especially by yourself.
It's a blicky, brother. It's a blicky. Just joking.
In a secluded place like that. But this is what happened, right? So let me just continue playing this.
Okay.
Okay? I'm fucking native.
Okay.
And you're gonna come talk to me and you're gonna tell me to fucking step, nigger? Who the fuck are you, nigger?
Okay, so let me read you something.
Who the fuck are you, nigger?
Let me read something to you.
Yeah? Go ahead, fucking read.
Let me read something to
Because
you.
you're gonna fucking preach, nigger?
Let me read to
And
you.
then you're gonna fucking talk to me?
Let me read to you.
Who the fuck?
This is why I said he's come in the spirit of an Edomite, all right? He says he's native, right? That he's native, but he's got the complete spirit of an Edomite on him, this person, all right? Could be a bugged out native, we don't know, but he's coming in the spirit of an Edomite, but he claims he's a native. But this is what he's done. He's got the gat in his hand, he's pulled it out to the brother and that on there, and he was live feeding at the time when this took place as such. So let's just continue playing.
Who are you?
First of all, you gotta calm down.
I gotta calm down, but you're one call me a fucking imposter.
Yeah,
You're
because
here fucking protesting
I am.
my
and I have a
fucking
right to.
clan. Yeah.
Can
But
I-
you're here
can I read
protesting
something?
my clan.
If you were here,
And then you wanna fucking talk to me
If you were-
about disrespect.
if you were
Shut
here-
your fucking mouth.
if you were here,
Shut the fuck up.
I'm reading about the tribe.
What he does, he cocks the gun, he's been totally disrespectful. He's calling the N-word several times. And that, like I said, is coming in the spirit of an Edomite, all right? As such, and that. So, and this is the spirit that Donald Trump has given these Edomites now, that making them feel brave to do these things, that they can go out and make these, approach people in these ways and say these certain things without any recompense. This is how they feel. They're on a high now. These Edomites are on a high right now. This also goes into what we say, that we are truly in the beginnings of Jacob's trouble. We are truly in the beginnings of Jacob's trouble, and it will get worse because Donald Trump has allowed these Edomites to push out their chests, basically with their pride. All right, so let me continue playing.
The Native Americans.
You think this is a fucking joke?
You're drunk. Calm down.
Drunk?
We're by 22 Division. You're drunk.
I don't give a fuck, nigger. I'm a fucking gangster.
Okay. Okay.
And you're here fucking talking about fucking naval, tribal fucking things?
You see this? This is live.
I don't
Be
give
careful.
a fuck.
You see this? This is how it is. This is how it is for us when we come out here. Hey, this
For
reminds
you. Oh,
this,
wait.
this reminds
Oh,
me
for you?
of Victoria and Dundas.
Oh, for you, right? You're a fucking black man. You're talking
So
about my
what?
fucking people?
But we're brothers. If you are a Gadite, we are actually brothers, and this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and I come to
but
you
you're not
and I
listening.
ask you.
You're
no,
not listening.
Shut up.
No, I don't
I
have to.
come-
I'm trying to teach you.
You don't need to shut up.
Yo, bro. Yo, bro. Yo, bro. Get your cock back the hammer and bust your face. Bitch ass. Bitch ass. Yo, bitch ass. Get the fuck up. Get the fuck up. Get the fuck up. You know who you talking to? I'm fucking crazy. You don't know me. Now you're leaking. You should have been speaking. Now you're fucking leaking. Bitch ass nigga. Bitch ass. Don't ever come up here and disrespect my shit. Now you're all leaking. Get the fuck out of here. Now I took your gun. What are you gonna do? Now I took your gun. Now I can fuck you up. Who's the bitch? Yeah. And you're out there. Yo, your gun is fucking unloaded. You're a fucking buster too. Fucking wankster. Fucking wankster. Fucking homo thug. Bitch nigga.
You told me you fucking
You're a
wanted to
bitch.
attack us.
You're a fucking bitch.
Yeah, but
You're a
before
fucking
you,
bitch. Get the fuck out of
hold
here.
on.
Get the fuck out of here.
You attacked Buddy.
Get the fuck out of here.
You came to me. I came
Get
to you.
the fuck out of here. You don't know who you're messing with. Not from the fucking streets. Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Now you're leaking.
Cops are on their way.
Hey, everybody, look at this punk. Fucking putting guns to my head. You know who the fuck I am? I'm a fucking servant of Yahweh Shemel Shai. You know who I am? Yeah, you see, we're not fucking choir boys here. Don't fucking mess with me.
It's my boys said you ripped them off.
Putting guns to my head.
No,
Shut the fuck up.
no. My boys said you ripped them off.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, by law, right, the brother would have a right to delete that man for what he did to him. That he drew a gun on him, put it to his head, cocked it back in an attempt to shoot him. So he by law, he's with clear self-defense. He would have a right to delete that brother, that Edomite. Let me tell you. But that's the pride of these Edomites, that they believe that they can walk and speak in these manners, do these things. These are the times that we are living in.
I'm serious.
What?
On my kids.
I don't give a shit. Get out of here.
That's why I came to you.
Get out of here.
He was here going on about bullshit.
Guy has a fucking nice piece, eh? This piece of shit. It's fucking broken too.
It's a BB gun. The only reason I came out is because my boys said you ripped them off.
Get out of here, man.
Buddy,
I gotta move now because this guy's causing problems.
I apologize, brother.
No.
Fuck apologies, fucking white Esau. Fuck you and your fucking apologies don't work. Oh, we sorry for putting you guys in slavery. No. You got it. It's coming, bro. It's coming. Jake is getting riled up. You know? Micah 5 and 7. We already see it. We're in the last of the last. And I would have just called the police, stayed there, and said, "How you doing, police? This guy did this. I got everything on camera. You can watch everything right now. Got everything on camera. Everything on camera. Bear me for a minute." You riling Jake up, man. Jake is getting riled up. Jake is getting riled up, man. You Edomites are showing your colors, so Jake gonna show their colors, man. Let me give you a precept. Nero 47 declared war against enemies from within, and he deemed them as being Jakes. He's not going after Arabs. He's not going after Edomites. It's Nero. So let's go to Genesis 49. By the way, this proves that Jacob was a prophet, because he prophesied. He said, "Gather my sons together, that I may tell you what shall befall you in the last days." That's a prophecy. Genesis 49 and 8. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Who's the number one enemy? Esau, the Edomites. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. You stoop down, and couches as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? Of Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. On that troop, whelp, lion's whelp. Gawar, cub, whelp, young. When you're young, you have your power. Deuteronomy 32 and 22. And of Gad he said, Dan is a lion's whelp. He shall leap from Bashan. And say, what is thy mother, a lioness? I don't need this. Down among the lions and nurse her whelps, youngins, among your young lions. I mean, when I wanted, whelp means young lion. Young lion's ready to pounce. Ponce de Leon, he's a conquistador. He conquered part of Florida, if I'm not mistaken. And his name was Pounce of the Lion. So we're going to pounce on y'all. Not the prophets. We're going to sit back and watch it. Micah. Micah 5 and 7. Micah 5 and 7. And the remnant of Jacob shall be future prophecy, be in the midst of many people, as a dew from Yahweh, as the showers upon the grass, that tarrieth not for man, nor waiteth for the sons of men. They shall not regard their kings or their princes. 2nd Ezra 15, I believe that's the 15th verse. And the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles, other nations, in the midst of many people, other nations, as a lion among the beasts of the forest, as a young lion, a whelp, among the flocks of sheep, who, if he goeth through, both treadeth down and teareth in pieces. You know what I'm going to do? Nero declared war against Israelites. Nero 47 declared war against Israelites. So now you understand the term Insurrection Act. He ain't going after the paramilitary Edomite group KKK. He's going after Jake. Where I said I was going to go. Let me come over here. See what happens. The remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people, like a dew from the Lord, like showers in the grass, which could delay not for a man, nor wait for the children of men. Micah 5 and 7, a future prophecy. And I'm going to move to the 8th verse. Yes, Micah 5 and 7 is generally understood as a prophecy about the future, especially in the context of the preceding and following verses. Here's how and why. Okay, so they're saying it's a future thing. Micah 5 is a prophetic beginning in Bethlehem, verse 7. In context, the remnant of Jacob refers to fruitful Israelites who survived judgment or exile. We're in exile, we're under judgment. They're described as being in the midst of many people, the other nation, implying a dispersion among the nations, the other people. Yet their presence is portrayed positively like dew from the Lord, a symbol of refreshment, blessing, and divine origin. Most High gonna put more Jakes in that spirit. Lion's whelp. Jewish view, this is the future hope of Israel's restoration and influence among nations. A remnant could represent those faithful to the Most High after exile or messianic times, or in messianic times, prophetic. While some of Micah's words had an immediate relevance, like judgment on Israel or the Syrian threat, Micah 5 and 7 is more forward-looking, as it follows the prophecy of future ruler from Bethlehem, that's Yahushua, describing a peaceful and blessed influence and anticipates a time when the remnant brings divine blessings. Yes, Micah, conclusion, yes, Micah 5 and 7 is a future prophecy in both Jewish and Christian perspectives. Okay, let me do this. Bring it down to the bottom. Because you are going into captivity, just as like the scriptures say. Yes, Micah 5 and 8 is also a future prophecy, continuing the theme from verse 7, but with a sharper, more dual-edged tone. ESV, Micah 5 and 8, and the remnant of Jacob shall be among the nations, in the midst of many people, like a lion among the beasts of the forest, like a young lion among the flocks of sheep, which when it goes through, tread down and teareth in pieces, and there is none to deliver. Who's not going to be delivered? The nations. Most High going to put the spirit on certain Israelites. Them YNs. Well, the YNs do have a part to play. They're going to turn their attention from themselves to the other nations. Number one on the list, Esau. Okay, what does it mean? Remnant of Jacob among the nations. This again refers to a dispersed yet preserved group of the Most High's people among the other nations, Gentile nations. It's prophetic of a time when they are no longer weak or oppressed. Right. When the Canaanites went down, Deuteronomy chapter 7, it said the Most High took them down little by little, but became influential and powerful. That's how we took the Roman Empire, 96 A.D. Like a lion. The lion imagery conveys strength, fearlessness, and authority, lordship. It suggests that the remnant of the Israelites will prevail over their enemies, the nations. The phrase, there is none to deliver, reinforces the Most High given victory. Their power will not be resisted. And there's going to be a war in the heavens. And the angels are going to have fun taking y'all out. They get a chance to, get into some action, man. And the angels are undefeated. I remember we was in junior high school. I was on the track team, and we were undefeated for 2 years. In other words, junior high school years. 7th and 8th grade. And we had the track meets, and we beat everybody. Everybody that they put before us. We were singing that song. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, because we are the champions of the world. So we're going to be singing that song in the ships. We are the champions. Just joking. So the Most High is putting that spirit. That's what Esau fears. You know what he fears? Israel waking up. But you know what he fears more and more detail? He fears the fact that Ephraim and Judah waking up and coming back together. That's what he fears. And I'm pretty sure, and I'm quite sure, that's what's this guy? Damn, I forget his name. Suge Knight. When he's talking, he's saying, I'm quite sure. Anyway, oppression, two-sided, Jewish perspective. Conclusion, Micah 5:8 is a future prophecy that portrays the remnant of Jacob, not just which are the Israelites, not just as a source of blessing, but as a powerful conquering force among the Gentiles, the nations, who's number one on that list of Psalms 83, and who's number two, enabled and protected by the Most High. Most High gonna be with them. And we're not to get involved in that. Who shall rouse them up? Who shall rouse up Judah? The Most High is. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is. Let's go to Baruch. Right, it says here, Baruch 3 and 4. I should start from 1, but that's all right. O Yahweh, Almighty, Thou Most High of Israel, hear now the prayers of the dead Israelites and of their children. So we're in a dead state right now, but we're waking up. That Ezekiel 37, boom, we're rising up. Revelation 11, they came up and much great fear fell on them that saw them, especially when we got beamed up. So it's going to happen, man. This devil's getting ready to go down. The Most High put the spirit on Nero 47 to do what he got to do. He gonna push that chip, and that's gonna be it. So, Baruch, let's go to the next chapter. Baruch 4. Really, you got to read the whole chapter. #15 verse has to start at. Let me just read this 15th verse. I may jump around. For he hath brought a nation upon them from far, a shameless nation, that's Esau, and of a strange language, that's English, and neither revenges old men nor pitied child. Oh, when they raided that house in Chicago, they took the little kids, and one of them guys said, fuck them kids. So that's hate. They didn't hate. And they think they're going to go on forever. The inward thought is that their house shall continue forever. They think they're going to kick our ass forever. But this is the punishment. The Most High put the spirit on you to kick our asses, but then the Most High going to switch it up. That's called a reversal of fortune. You know, when we were going into it yesterday, that all 99.9% of the revolution that took place in history, they were always the poor, the peasants against the super rich. They got tired of it. Their back was pushed too against at the wall. Their backs was to the wall. They couldn't move. They were starving. So they finally got an upper hand. And what did they do to the elite and the super rich? Because the super rich don't give a fuck about you. The super elite, the multi-billionaires, the multi-millionaires and the trillionaires, they don't give a fuck. You're like a roach. You know how you see a roach, you step on it? That's how they look at you. So when the reversal of fortune comes, that's how we're going to look at them. Pinche bugs. It says, you really got to read from the 15th verse, the whole chapter. It says, like as now the neighbors of Zion have seen our captivity, so shall they see shortly our salvation from our power, which shall come upon you with great glory, the ships, and the brightness of the everlasting. My children, Israelites, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from the Most High. For thine enemy have persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shalt tread upon his what? Upon his neck. Remember when Titus took down the Israelites 70 AD, they minted a coin, and the name of that was minted on the coin was Yahudi Kapta, meaning Judah is conquered. And they had a Roman standing by a palm tree, and they had a woman sitting on the ground with her head down. You got a Roman soldier standing behind her. So they commemorated that, man, in coins and so forth. So we're gonna do the same thing. This is how the Most High set it up: nation to be above other nations. One kingdom over another. Daniel, what is that? Daniel 4:17. There's so many precepts on captivity. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saint. Why does it say here's the patience and the faith of the saint? Because they're captives under the Roman Empire. So this is the last leg of the Roman Empire. And Nero's back. Nero said he was coming back. Before he killed himself, I'm coming back. He came back. Nero 47 is back. So history repeats itself. Everything is reincarnated. There was another precept. Oh, Isaiah 14. You can't get around Isaiah 14. As a matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? Let me do this. I was going to ask Chad another question. Let me do this. Isaiah 14 and 2. Is this a future prophecy? Yes. And Isaiah 14:2 is generally understood as a future prophecy, especially in the context in which it's given. However, how exactly it is interpreted, and whether it's seen as already fulfilled, partially fulfilled, or still future, depends on your theological lens. And the people will take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel will possess them in the land of the Lord's land, as male and female slaves. They will take captive those who were their captors and rule over their oppressors. Who's oppressing us right now? Not the Chinese, not the Japanese, not the Africans, not the East Indians. The white man. Anyway, the people will take them and bring them to their place. Foreign nations assist in restoring. No, they ain't gonna assist. They're gonna get their ass whipped. They're going into captivity. Oh, they're just gonna help us. Oh, we'll help you guys. No. Is this future prophecy? Yes, it's prophetic, future oriented. In original context, Isaiah 14 is part of a larger prophetic oracle against Babylon, right? The new Babylon, and verses 1 to 2 describe a time of restoration for Israel, which is happening now. The two kingdoms coming back together after a period of oppression and exile. Now you got vocab saying, "Well, that was talking about back then." They put the Babylonians in captivity. No, they had servants that were happened to be Babylonish, but they didn't put the Babylonians in captivity, because who took over the Babylonian Empire and made it a province of well, I'll give you the answer instead of the Medo-Persian Empire. Babylon became a province of the Persian Empire. So that's not talking about that. So we were under the Persians and the Medes and Persians at that time. So we didn't put them in slavery as a group of people. At the time of writing, this had not yet happened. it pointed a future time when the Most High would deliver his people and reserve his fortunes, meaning way in the future. You know, you go to Isaiah's time, it's way in the future. It's talking about now. Isaiah 14, 1 and 2 is getting ready to happen now in our lifetime. Historical, still future. Judah from exile. Well, it says Israel, right? Israel wasn't around back then. They were on the other side of the Northern Kingdom. The Northern Kingdom was on the other side of the world. Judah returned from Babylon exile. Foreigners, Persians, Medes and Persians assisted in the return. Israel, which is a whole nation, regained some autonomy. But there is no record of Israel enslaving or ruling over Babylon. That cuts vocab Malone. Oh, no, they put the Babylonians. No, they did not. How did we enslave the Babylonians when the Medes took down Babylon? In the literal sense, which is why many believe this looks beyond that event. Because when there was a transition, when the Babylonians was taken down, you had Daniel that was living during the time of the Babylonian Empire, and then he was living during the time of the Medo-Persian Empire, and during that time period, he became a president. That's in Daniel 6. There is no record of Israel enslaving or ruling over Babylon in the literal sense, which is why many believe this looks beyond that event, and that's true. Future eschatological fulfillment. Many theologians, especially in futurist Christian eschatology, we are also known as futurists, right? Or premillennialists, believe this will be fulfilled in the end times, which is now. We're in the end times. When you should say wars and rumors of war. Somebody did a video showing how many earthquakes hit, I think last year, I think it was like 5,000 plus. They don't recall all of them. They don't record them on the news. Israel is fully restored spiritually and politically. The Messiah reigns from Jerusalem. Nations are subject to the Most High's rule through Israel, right? By Israel, right? Zechariah 14, 16 to 19. Beautiful. Revelation 20, right? So, anyway. So chat be telling the truth, man. Most of the time. So let's come back over here.
Yo, you're not my brother, man. Get out of here. Dude, just leave. Just leave.
No,
just leave. Just leave.
I'm telling you right now, the only reason I came here is because my boys said you fucking ripped them off. That's the only reason I came
man,
here.
you got you got me. That's not me. You got the wrong person. You gotta leave, man. You gotta leave.
Now he's telling him the reason why he approached him is because he said his boys told him that this brother ripped him off, right? And as you're going to see, he's not talking about his brother specifically. He's talking about a so-called black man he claims. That's Esau, innit? Esau always claims, you know, they go from being the aggressor to the victim. Now Esau's the victim. The victim is saying, Esau pretends to be the victim now, saying, the reason why I approached you like that is because my friend told me that you ripped me off. And he's not even talking about him in Pacific. He's talking about a so-called black man. So now he's going to play, now he wants to play the victim now, this devil.
You got to leave.
I gotta leave?
Yeah, you gotta leave. I'm not giving you this back because you're dangerous.
No, I'm not dangerous.
No,
I'm gonna walk away right now.
No, man. This is.
Buddy,
I don't know what you're gonna do. I'm not giving you this shit.
No,
you
buddy,
just pointed this at my head.
be,
I'm not giving you this shit.
Buddy, you know what's a BB gun?
No, I don't care.
I came here.
You gotta go, man. Yo,
leave.
Yo, leave. Leave.
May I?
Dude,
please?
Leave.
I'm gonna leave right now. May I please?
No.
I'm telling you right now. The only reason is my boy fucking
leave.
said
Get
you
out of
fucking
here,
ripped them off.
Get the fuck out of here. Go. Go. I'll put it over there. You can come back in 20 minutes. Come back in 20 minutes.
Buddy, I'm gonna walk right
now.
Come
back in 20 minutes.
Brother.
You're very bloody. You don't look like you're drunk. You're fucked up. Just leave.
I'm not. My fucking brother said fucking some black guy fucking robbed him in the fucking street. That's why I came to you.
See? He said some black guy robbed his friend in the street. That's why he came to him. So, like I said, Esau sees us all as being the same. So, the first black guy he sees, he's accusing him of doing something that probably never even.
I wouldn't let this devil get up. I would, like I said, put it. What did I say last night? I said put him to sleep and then keep him asleep, but don't kill him. But he might die in the process. Put him to sleep, and he was drunk. So when you're drunk, your reflexes are slow. So I said, I get this guy. Boom, grab his gun. Boom, boom, boom. You know. Oh, by the way, what if somebody? I had several guns pull out. I got shot at, bro. When I was young, I got shot. I had the police pull out guns on me more than once. I was sitting in the car with the brothers that fell out. Then either might come up with put a gun right in the window. It was summertime, put it right in my head. And I'm like, and when somebody pull a gun out on you, you're supposed to get scared, but you get mad and scared. You get angry before you get scared. You get fucking, you get, who the fuck are you putting a, Even my woman said that this dude pull a 9 out on us because he was trying to shoot somebody else, and we were protecting the guy. And even my woman said, "You pull out a fucking good 9 on me, motherfucker." I said, "Put that fucking gun away, nigga." And the dude put his gun away, because you get mad before you get, then after you get scared. Oh shit, we could have got shot, So like anger and fear kind of go. When you're angry, that builds up your adrenaline. And when you fear, the fight or flight, the same hormone, the fight. Let's go into that. Let's learn some, what is that, biology? Fight or flight meaning. The instinctive sociological response to a threatening situation which readies one either to resist forcibly or run away. When you see one guy comes, you ready to fight. When you see 5 guys come, you run. It's the same. It's from. Let me see something. Let me try this. Hormone. How do you spell hormone? Give me a second, y'all. Fight or flight hormone. Okay, the fight or flight hormone is a adrenaline, also known as epinephrine, right? Adrenaline. You get mad at somebody mess with your woman, and you might have kill a nigga, because of the adrenaline. It is released by the adrenal gland in response to stress or danger. And when you're ready to fight somebody, you stress too. That's why your punches are harder. You hit a nigga 3 times, he knocked out cold because that adrenaline did that. All right, and it prepares the body to either confront the threat or escape from it. This hormone causes a sudden surge of what? Of energy. So when you get mad, you hit harder. When you run faster by increasing heart rate. So this is what the Most High is gonna tap into your adrenal gland. He gonna open up your pineal gland. He gonna open up your third eye, and he's gonna give you that power. You ever hear of a woman, a car is on top of a baby or something like that, and she lifts the car up? Then they say try to lift up now. She can't. That's you get super. That's a surge of super energy, man. That's what the Most High gave to Samson. He said he felt the spirit calling him. The Most High tapped into his adrenal gland, also known as epinephrine, right? It says, and it's so when the Philistines came to get Samson, the Most High tapped his adrenal gland, or put it, or let me see, the flight of the fight hormone is adrenal, which is adrenal gland, right? By the adrenal gland, he tapped into it, and it released what do you call it? What's the term? Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second, y'all. What's the term? Damn, I can't even think of the term. Adrenaline, right? Adrenaline. Adrenaline. That's what I did. Was just in front of me. Adrenaline, also known. So, what? You know, when Samson fought, the Most High tapped into his adrenal gland and released those hormones, which is called adrenaline. That's why when you're scared of something, you run faster. You run faster. The hormone causes a sudden surge of energy by increasing heart rate, blood pressure, and blood flow to the muscles, because you're going to be using the muscles either to run or to fight. So when you're scared, if you throwing a punch and you scared of the guy, you're going to hit harder. If you mad at the guy, you're going to hit harder. Right? I use the example of the woman that has a baby under the car. She lifts the car up, and they try to get her. She can't even budge the car. We are all supermen and superwomen, but the Most High got to tap into your body, your adrenal gland, to release that adrenaline. Right? It says your blood pressure goes up, right? Increasing heart rate, and blood flow to the what? To the muscles, because you're going to be using the muscles. So that's what happened to the brother. The brother was kind of scared. He's trying to calm things down. So that was that flight, that was flight, but he couldn't get out of there because he get shot in the back. But then the guy tried to shoot him anyway, and he grabbed him and he pulled him down. Then he bopped him up a couple of times, and the spirit was on him. Then he was mad, and the guy and the dude pussied out, But like I said, if I was in there, like I said, I had guns pulled out on me, I had knives pulled out on me. All right. I had somebody pull out something. I was on a job, and the dude pulled out. He tried to hit me with something, and I hit him with a 2-piece, and the nigga just dropped. And then I was gonna field goal kick him in the head. He would have died. That's when I was training the martial arts heavy. I was a lot younger, and I kicked my leg back. And if I didn't have my partner that was working in his job, he grabbed me. And if he didn't grab me, he would have been dead. I would have been in jail, bro. And then the guy kept working at the job, and he didn't. Everything he said to me was nice, nothing but nice. How you doing? How you doing, brother? And I kind of felt bad. I had to fuck him up like that. And then, what's her name? Damn. She's a black woman. She was a manager over the whole store. She said, "You think you tough? You think you tough?" I said, "Look," I said, "Get step away from me before I wind up putting your ass on the ground too." And then she rolled her eyes, and she walked away. And I wasn't gonna do nothing to her, She was one of them fast talking Jake women, And she said, "You think you so tough?" And then even the head of security, which he's a big dude. He was even kind of nervous around me, but I loved him. I loved that brother, man. He a big dude, man, Gadite. But he thought he was a Jad. I said, "You a Gadite, man." And he kind of said, when you around that dude, you gotta walk on eggshells, man, because he can fuck you up. And there was another brother that was fucking super heavyweight. He was martial artist, fought knockout back in the day. They were afraid of him too. So they were afraid of Jake, Anyway, when I was young, man, I would fucking, the spirit was on me, I'd fucking your ass up, man. Yeah, I'm cold fucking your ass up. But that's the adrenaline, man. So that's what the brother did. So everything there's a why did Solomon get that tremendous space? Because the Most High tapped into his body and released adrenaline, right? Then he took it away. Read the story of Samson. He took the power away from him. Then he was like a regular guy, just like a superhero. The first superhero was Samson, because he didn't walk around being that strong, but he was strong anyway, But when he fought the 1,000, he killed 1,000 Philistines with the jawbone of the ass, like High Priest Ariad broke it down. And the Most High put that spirit was on his whole body, and it even fortified the jawbone of the ass, because the jawbone would have broke, but it was part of his body, so it became a weapon. See, this is what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is going to put back in us. So when this man goes down, he's going down hard, and he's going to stay down. Once he goes down, he ain't coming back up. You can keep listening to that black knucklehead, Bishop Nathaniel of Gog and Magog. They're going to come out the cave. If you go to Revelation 20, verse 7 and 8, then you jump to Isaiah 24. Yawasab, why you listening to that motherfucker? You smarter than that motherfucker, man. We were listening to your class last night. We were saying, yo, Yawasab was getting down. You don't have, one thing we know is about you, Yawasab, or Bishop Yawasab, you don't have those explosions and all that other shit. You said don't play all that. What does Nate got to do? Every 3 words, whoosh. That's right. He ain't lying. All this, the dude's an entertainer, bro. That's all that dude is, an entertainer. And until he repents, I'm going to keep saying that, man. Yawasab was going in, because I had to tell Gabar and Bishop Sakran, I said Yawasab's going in. And Gabar said, yeah, he going in. He was going, which we know, all that stuff that he was saying, we know about that, what they're actually doing. And we said that in other videos, man. So, don't follow a guy that said we might be here for another 1,000 years. We ain't gonna be here for another 1,000 years, bro. It's counting down. We'll be in the kingdom, in my opinion, inside of months, whether it be 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 24 months, 36 months. And we're gonna get and in that, we're gonna get all these women. Then you get it the power, not the money. When the Most High is with you, you get it the power. When you get it the power, you get it a woman, aka Scarface. So anyway, let me come back. That's it. I'm gonna say shalom.